What is up, everybody? It's Jason Bagley here. I wanted to talk about video calls. I've been running a remote company for about a good couple of years now, and 90% of my calls, from sales calls to client catch-ups to team meetings, are all run via video. And I think I can give you some really good tips from not just like a hardware perspective, from one or two things you could buy yourself to make your video calls sound better, look better, but also some very simple software tips and tricks as well to do. No, not like, hey, let's just use Zoom. Like use Zoom, everybody knows that. That's not what I'm talking about. Some one or two settings that you can change in Zoom to make your video calls sound and probably look better too. So let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is your audio, right? I have a external, you can check this out here, this Rode external USB microphone. That thing is killer, really good audio that you can get off that. But if you don't have that, obviously you've got maybe AirPods or non-wireless headphones, maybe you've got an external headphones sort of like these. So I've got some pair of Sony's, but the key to these is testing them. You'll be so surprised how sometimes the microphone on your pair of earpods is not great, or the microphone on like a really expensive pair of headphones is really not great either. It's used for sound and not actually, transmitting, which is the microphone. So what I suggest is record it and listen back and hear what they sound like. That's definitely a key. Also, your laptop has a microphone, test them. Find out which is the best microphone that you have in your setup, whether it's an external one, whether it's some pair of headphones, whether it's a wireless pair, figure it out. Next, I want to talk about video. So have a look here. If you can, get yourself an external webcam. Laptops, cameras are terrible. Honestly, it's some of the worst video quality you ever get. I don't care how expensive your laptop is. Honestly, those cameras are rubbish. An external one has a decent cameras with depth of field and translate obviously or transmit obviously in 1080p or higher. So definitely, if you can, get yourself a webcam. Right, I think that's definitely a good investment to have, and it's got a microphone. So test that microphone. You'll be surprised how pretty good they are as well. And also test, right? Test what what it looks like, where you're sitting in your room. I think the key to this is when it comes to video, if you can, have natural light shining from in front of you. So you're illuminating your face and not illuminating behind you. So if you're, for example, I'm pretty lucky, I've got a window behind me, but if I sit like this, right, you can sort of see I'm probably going dark here because the light's shining from behind me. But if I'm sitting this way, well, the light's probably shining on my face, is illuminating me, and obviously there's nothing in the background. That's key to when you're having video calls. Do not have a window behind you, have the window in front of you. It's gonna make you look prettier and make your videos stand out. Next, I'm gonna do a little screen share and show you what you can set up before you have a call, and secondly, what to do when on the call. Cool, so before your call, here's a couple of things. The first thing I want you to do is clear your RAM. Okay, video call software, screen sharing eats your RAM, slows your machine down, degrades the call, all of those bad things. On my Mac, I use Clean My Mac, really great piece of software, not just for clearing your RAM, but doing a whole bunch of other things. But I'm not going to get into that. And if you look here, I always just go, here's a little widget, and here my memory, I hit free up, and it just starts freeing up a whole bunch of additional RAM just before I start the call. So that's tip number one. Obviously on a PC, you can use Wise Cleaner. Memory Clean 2 is a free version, free sort of software for that. Close any distracting apps. I'm not even going to go into that more details. Like, you're going to get distracted. People can see that when you're getting distracted in calls. Close stuff down. I've spoken about your background and lighting and stuff, but also realize something super important when it comes to video conferencing, this whole work from home vibe, right? At the moment at the back, okay, there's not much that's distracting you. I've got a door, maybe a kid might just pop in there. But other than that, if you're in a room where you're now confined space, you've got other people working in the room, it's number one, a little bit unprofessional, I would say, to have people just randomly always just walking in and out. I know we're trying to get around that, we understand people are working from home. But you yourself can set yourself up to be a little bit like, take this into your own hands, okay? And set yourself against the back, a wall as your background. Therefore, the chaos can be happening behind your camera, behind your screen,
okay? Kids and people and family members and like, whatever's happening, but nobody can see that. They can see that you are 100% engaged in the call. And also, they are engaged with you because there's not distracting things happening behind you. We can't always help it, but as much as we can, I would suggest trying to do that, okay? Another one is test your microphone and speakers before call. There is nothing worse, and this happens in almost every single call, is someone's like, can't hear you, just check, It's so easy to test and test it every single time because Zoom sometimes resets the settings or Google Hangouts. You're plugging in external microphones, headphones, that type of stuff, right? So I'll quickly show you on Zoom, right? It's pretty straightforward. So if you go here to the settings or preferences, okay? Here, test your mic. Click that. It'll record your microphone and play it back to you. Boom, it's working. Or test your speakers so that you can actually hear the speakers actually work. Obviously, if you're wearing headphones, it'll play out something in there. Test it. Do the same with Google Hangouts. Then, last part that I want to go into quickly is when you're on an actual call. So where and how should you sit? Try and obviously, look, a lot of us are looking down onto our laptops and working on hunchback and stuff like that. It's not a great look for people, that camera to be looking up your nostrils, okay, number one. So try and get your laptop higher up. Number one, it's great for your posture too. So if you're looking straight at the camera, it's a much better look for you and obviously the people looking at you as well. This is also another great tip. Just wear a nice t-shirt on top, right? So whether you're having sales calls or meetings with your team, being in pajamas and being on calls, when this whole work from home thing, it doesn't always give up the best look for yourself, okay? So nice t-shirt, shirt, whatever you would normally maybe wear, and party down south, man. Like I'm wearing, you wear your pajamas at the bottom, slippers or whatever that you think you need that makes you comfortable. But at least from the top point, makes things look a bit better for you. Another little app that I want to show you about is called Crisp, right? It's a noise cancelling app. This thing is, I can't actually tell you how amazing this app is. So it's a little app that sits here, and what it does is it's able to mute the sound, any background noise, so that from your side, so if you're transmitting any background noise, it'll block that out completely. But it's even better, it'll block out background noise from everybody else that's on the call for you. So if they're like at a distracting place or whatever, you don't hear the background noise there for yourself. So you can actually hear them talk better. I know it's not free, but it's such an amazing piece of tech. Highly, highly recommend getting that. Last 2 points here. Consider muting your audio, right? So if you're not speaking, mute your audio if obviously there's multiple people in a call, mute your audio, and when it's your time to talk, in Zoom, you just hold in the space bar and it'll unmute you and you can carry on, do your talk, and then let go, and then you're back to mute. So it's another great way just to mute out background noise and things like that. Keep the call cleaner, right? Less distracting. And lastly, I think this is quite an important point, and I think a lot of people are missing this, is always use headphones when you're on a call, okay? What it does, it's two things. Number one, from a privacy perspective, anybody that's behind your screen and all your friends and family that are maybe working together at the same time, they're not hearing the full audio of your call from other people, maybe talking about personal things that are happening at work and things like that. It's only going into your headphones. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one is also that you are more engaged in the actual call itself because you're not being distracted by potential noise that's happening around you. And also just looks a little bit more from when you've got headphones in, and it makes you look and sound, or actually look that you're paying more attention to the call. So I'm going to link this little document down below. It's got some links to stuff that you can take a look at. Maybe even just share this around with people that go to this video. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. It's some of the tips that I've picked up from doing, as I said to you, 95% of all my calls, sales calls, meetings, and that over the last couple of years. And I hope that this is useful. Peace. See you in the next one.